Hello everyone, today I'm coming at you with another update to the LEGO wall. This is my attempt to collect every LEGO Star Wars minifigure ever made. And today we've got another pretty decently big haul. It's not as big as the other ones, but still pretty solid. I think there's 13 new figures we're going to be adding today. And that'll definitely fill in a lot of gaps. We got a lot of the newer guys and some more expensive guys too, so definitely excited to show those off. But for our first three figures, going in chronological order from when they were released, we have just the basic R2-D2, the very first one. It was good for its time. Like the pieces making it were pretty solid, but compared to what we have now, this thing is terrible. In the middle, we have a battle droid commander. This one's a pretty good figure. He's got the markings on both the head and the torso there. And this one is different than a lot of other ones. He's got a little piece on his back. It's not much, but it adds something to him. It's a little bit different than the most recent one. I believe the more recent battle droid commander just has a yellow or orange dot in its torso and not the line there. And also this one has the two bendy arms, not the straight one. And then on the right we have Clone Wars Anakin, and this is a terrible figure. I usually don't mind the Clone Wars style faces. In fact, I like them a lot because they were such ingrained on my childhood. However, this is just inexcusable. I mean, it's rough. I mean, the torso print's fine. It's pretty basic. The hair piece is good. There's no back printing. I don't think there's an alternate face either. Ooh. Yeah, there isn't. But yeah, it's a pretty rough figure there. This one was released in 1999. This one's 2000. That one is 2008. However, these two figures, Anakin and R2, I got together in the same set. They're in the Anakin's Jedi Starfighter from 2008. So this R2 was used for quite a long time. But yeah, so those are the first three, so let's get on the next three. Alright, the next three figures were all released in 2010. On the left, we have the TIE Defender Pilot. This is just the standard TIE Fighter pilot. In fact, I pulled this guy off the wall from the regular TIE Fighter. He came in a microfighter, I think. I don't quite remember, but this is just a standard TIE Fighter. That's a TIE Defender pilot. They are the exact same figure. However, that has no face, and this one has the balaclava. So that makes it its own figure, which is cheap. I don't mind. It's cool to get another TIE Fighter pilot. It uses the more modern one with the AT-AT driver helmet. Instead of the Stormtrooper helmet that a lot of the real old ones used. In the middle, we have the first rendition of Barriss Offee. Both her and the Clone Trooper came out in the Republic Swamp Speeder set in 2010. And this is a pretty solid Barriss. I mean, I think it's, besides the colors, I think it's the best one. Like the face print, I think is better than the one we got in the battle pack. And then I think the torso is probably the better print, to be completely honest. She's got a black hood compared to a blue one. I do like the blue one that the Clone Wars version had. I don't remember if the newest one. I'll definitely take a look at it when I put these guys on the wall. But this is a really solid figure. The prints on the torsos are good. She has no back printing. She's got the old cape, so it, as you can see, it's kind of creasing over. But pretty good figure. And then when we have an episode 3 trooper on the right there, and it's got a pretty solid torso print. However, I think the helmet print is not very good. I don't know if that's just a misprint, but when I look on the box, the mouth visor is really high up. I don't know if you can see that too well. I think it is a bit of a misprint on mine because it's kind of over to the left, but I think it is supposed to be up that far, and it just looks kind of funky. Here's the oldest version for comparison. So I definitely think that one's helmet printing is a little bit better, but the newer one definitely has the better torso print. But yeah, It's kind of funky looking. I definitely like that torso print though. It's probably one of the better clone torsos we've gotten in a while. And that does it for this set of 3 figures. Let's get on the next ones. All right, we actually have 2 figures up next. And these ones both came out chronologically, 2014 for the Protocol Droid, 2016 for Commander Sato. And these two I'm showing off together because they were the more expensive figures I bought. I think they both went for around $10, $10, $11 on Bricklink, which in itself is not that expensive, but $10 for a minifigure is kind of expensive. Like $10 on its own is nothing. $10 for minifigures, it's kind of pricey, which is really making me worried for these like $20, $30, $100, $500 figures I need to be buying eventually. I just can't see myself spending all that money for a single figure. But if I want to get this wall completed, which I very much do, eventually I'll have to do it. But that's not going to happen for a while. And these two are definitely my 2 favorite figures from the lot this time. The Protocol Droid, I think his name was, I can't remember. T14, TC4 is a weird one. He was a May the 4th exclusive, and this guy is just awesome. Like, you guys know I love the red figures, and this is no exception. I mean, the printing on it's fantastic. The colors are great. You can kind of see it's got some reflective silver or metal metallic cover in there. Gives it a little sheen. And the back printing is also fantastic as well. I think this is by far the best figure, my favorite figure I've bought so far for the wall. On the right is another really cool figure. This is Admiral Sato. He's from Star Wars Rebels. He is a pretty good figure too. He's kind of hard to find. He came out in the Home 1 set, and that set is ridiculously expensive. That Ahsoka is like $120 right now. It's ridiculous. But this guy's not nearly as expensive, and he's just as cool. Well, not just as cool, but he's still pretty cool. He's a nice rebel officer. I like getting those. He's got the his blue patch on the front torso print. Those are like supposed to be shoulder pads. They don't go onto the arm printing, which isn't surprising, but it just looks a little off. He's also got some negative space in the hips because he's kind of skinny in the show, I suppose. And then he's got pretty solid back printing. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but it gets the job done. And he also has a pretty good alternate expression, kind of angry, surprised, or disgusted. I think it does the figure pretty well. And this does it for these 2 figures, my 2 favorite by far. But that doesn't mean the other ones aren't any less cool. So we'll get on to the next 3. And for our next 3 figures, we have Han Solo on the left. This is in the Tatooine scene from Episode 6 where he's been unfrozen, carbonite. That's that outfit. He came in the skiff set in 2017, but he's also re-released in the Cloud City set in 2018. It's a pretty solid figure. I like the new hairpiece that they give Han Solo now, so it's nice to get another one of those in my collection. No leg printing, pretty solid torso printing, nothing too special, but they put a lot of creases in there. It just adds a little bit of detail. No back printing, and he does get an alternate expression too, so that's when he's coming out of carbonite, he can't see. In the middle, we have someone who's very important to Han Solo's story. We have Tobias Beckett. This is from the 2018 set, I think, the TIE fighter that came out with Solo. This is a really cool figure. It's when he's disguised as the Imperial officer. You can see the Imperial armor printed on his torso. This one's definitely got some of the best torso printing out of the lot I bought this time. I don't really like the face printing they've given Beckett. Something just seems off about it. It's weird, but it's all right, I guess. He's got the jacket. You can see it flowing down on the leg printing, which is pretty cool, and pretty decent back printing. No alternate face. And then on the right there we have Jedi Training Rey, or this is the scene at the end of The Force Awakens, beginning of Last Jedi, where she's giving Luke the lightsaber. She came out in 2018 in the Octo set, and it's a pretty cool figure. I like this outfit on Rey. The printing is pretty good. A little plain, but that's pretty solid. I mean, it's not a very spicy outfit. She's using the old Rey hair, which is cool. I like this hair piece. She also gets another alternate face, a little bit angrier. And that does it for those 3 figures. Let's get on to the last 2. Alrighty, here are the last 2 figures I've got. So on the left we have Kylo Ren. This is the first Kylo Ren I've got in my collection. He's just, I don't know why this is the first one, but hey, I finally got one. Unfortunately, he did not come with his lightsaber, so I'm gonna have to buy that separately somewhere. But this is a pretty cool Kylo Ren. He came out in 2018. He came in the dual set with a Snoke Thrones Room set and then a Microfighter set. He's got pretty cool printing. There's a lot of little detail that goes into the weave of his cloak. It's pretty cool. He's got the scar from The Last Jedi on his face. Same back printing. That's got those weaves. That's pretty cool. Very angry alternate expression. I like that one. Then on the right, we have just the standard Hoth Trooper. And I think these are the best renditions of the Hoth Trooper we've gotten. Like, I like the plain white ones. Those ones are pretty cool. But this is probably the most accurate one with the brown. This came out in 2019 in a snow speeder set, the 20th anniversary snow speeder. Pretty solid printing on the torso. He's got just a standard face. We've seen that before. Like I said, this is probably the best Hoth Trooper we've gotten. We've gotten a lot of other ones in those weird playset ones, but the most accurate, I think. Alrighty, and that does it for the haul. So I'm gonna go put these guys on the wall and we'll check them out. Alrighty, now we have the fun part where I get to show off where everything is on the wall. And you guys get to listen to me try and remember where everything is. So first off, last time I forgot to show off Lor Santeca and where is she? Nare and their final spots. So there's those 2. So starting at the top, we have R2-D2 at the very top row, and then over here is that battle droid commander. Let's see. We got Anakin down there, the Clone Wars Anakin next to Juno Eclipse. We have these guys. So what's his face? The TIE Defender pilot next to Barriss, and then her trooper is a couple spaces away. And so we filled up that row kind of. Like, there's a few spots at the end, but those ones, it's pretty solid in the middle now. So excuse me. On Barriss. So there's the newest Barriss, or the older Barriss, and then here's the newest one we've gotten so far. And so I think the face print on the old Barriss is the best, but if we can like swap those faces out, I think it's a perfect Barriss. Next up we have, here we go. We got him right there, Commander Sato. We got TC4 right there, next to the Imperial Pilot. Down here we have Kylo Ren and Rey, and then below them is the Hoth Rebel Trooper. And oh boy, I think that's everyone. Yeah. If I remember, I'll definitely show them in the next video. But that does it for this update. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully get a new batch of guys in soon so we can keep finishing up this wall. Thank you for watching. Beckett. That's who I forgot. Beckett's down there next to Rebolt. He's kind of on the end over there. That should be it. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone.